Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets.
Set to kick off.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it will be an excellent return here all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a play.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Up the middle they go. Tyson trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
180.
To throw, Mayfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
It's a gain of 11. And the Jets.
Baker changing the play at the line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry!
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Run, run, run. Real, real, real. Stop.
Mayfield now from the 50. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
180. Hurry, hurry.
Mayfield now. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
Hurry, hurry.
Hall again on 2nd down. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Breece Hall, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, Tyson knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. Peterson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. 3rd and 19.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Scoop.
Operating from the gun, Peterson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Deputy. Cougar 19.
These two teams all tied after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Peterson. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Pistol, pistol, pistol. Kings, Kings, Kings. That's hot.
Now Mayfield. That's downfield. He's got Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor, 32 yards. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14.
Set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Peterson. He's got room past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Pittsburgh.
70, cut 19. Cut 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Back to throw. Peterson.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
18, pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Mayfield. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The Jets at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
They'll run with Hall. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it.
Now he's going to step up and run. That one complete down the field to Smith.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Goes right back to Smith. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Going to the air again with Mayfield.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Tyson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Now they'll audible to something else.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by Myers. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
Check. Warrior 70. Ready,
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Jets 17.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Second and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
First down. First and 10 at the 46.
They look to throw now on first down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Buffalo 18. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw. Peterson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
19, 18, Robert, 18, Cup 19, Cup 19. 19, Lion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Let's go now.
Now a handoff up the middle. Tyson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
50 Bobcat, 50 Bobcat.
Now Peterson from the gun on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. 11 yards for number 11.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Start. Cowboy 80.
Up the middle they go. Tyson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
70. 19.
Brings up second and 7.
7 Tigers. 79 Broncos. Go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man right side, Myers. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That right there, Charles, I think is a prime example of what they're scared of. They said, yeah, you can run. We know you can take off, but be smart. He got hit pretty hard there.
A lot of these young quarterbacks, they like to tell us that they become running backs when they take off. But they have to remember, at all times, they're quarterbacks. Protect yourself. Slide. Get out of bounds. Don't take that kind of hit.
Ready. Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18 Pioneer. Ready, ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun, Mayfield. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Alert, alert, 180. Run, run, run. Hurry, hurry. Real, real, real. What's that?
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's go.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jets 1st down.
What's that?
To throw, Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Point it right, point it. 20. Up, up. Done.
Mayfield down. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And the Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Tyson. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there for the Jets. 41 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now Mayfield. He's got him in, complete. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down there. A sack back at the 32. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Here's 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Williams brings it in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Here's 1st and goal.
Real.
Here's Baker. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch out!
Mayfield. He'll try and do this himself.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Here we go, here we go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70, go!
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 42-yard line.
Hold it ready!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready!
3rd down and 13.
Get it! Cougar 19! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Ready!
And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away.
5-yard attempt.
And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8.
This is 1st and 10. Now Baker going to change it up. Mayfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Run.
Now Mayfield. That's pulled in by Wilson.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Regular. 180. Kings. Stop.
Mayfield to throw. Going right back to Wilson.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
180. Up.
Here's Mayfield. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
180. Pistol.
Now Mayfield. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Pittsburgh, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week.